How are you guys doing? Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. To all my masculine brothers out there who asked me to speak more about the demonic gatekeepers. I'm going to talk about that in some depth right now in this long form video. So please stay to the end. We got a special treat for you guys at the very end of this video. But I really want to talk to you guys about demonic gatekeepers. Now, I don't like to dive into the spiritual aspect of things too often because I don't want to seem too preachy. However, that realm has been a very, very integral part as to defining and creating and molding the man that I am now. So if you're a believer and you're watching this video, this is for you. If you're an atheist, agnostic, this doesn't really apply to you. Please don't watch the video and go underneath commenting, debating. That's not what this is for. This is for those who need it. Those who are in that alignment with that belief system. Not to say unfollow, but please understand this is why I'm creating this. So this isn't to debate. Demonic gatekeepers. In my 46 years of living, I've experienced this on multiple levels. I've experienced it career-wise. I've experienced it business-wise. I've experienced it relationally. I've experienced it even when I got to a point of trying to elevate my life from a social standpoint. And what I noticed about demonic gatekeepers is they tend to show up at a time when my next level is approaching me. The new opportunity is coming, the new level up is coming, the new relationship is coming, new business plans coming, the relocation plan is coming. And what happens is the person who has been assigned to your life, knowingly or unknowingly, I'll explain those two later on, their job and their objective is to keep you in a season and never letting you out. Meaning, the minute you start talking about making more money, leveling up economically, leveling up socially, leveling up academically, those words are triggers to them. It triggers the demon that was assigned to use them as the puppet. Because when you start to speak of growth, you are indirectly speaking of God. See, God is never about stagnation. I believe it was Jim Rohn. He said, if you ask a tree, how tall are you going to get? The tree's going to say, as tall as I can. And as men, your response to how much do you want to do with your life? You should be as much as I can. How much do you want to build for your family? As much as I can. How big do you want to be as an impact? As big as I can. Why? Because when you start to speak in those terms, what that means is that you will eventually outgrow the pot or the proverbial demonic cage of thinking, because God is for growth. He's not for stagnation. So with the devil knowing this, the objective is to keep you psychologically, mentally, and emotionally stagnant to the degree that you never break the chain. You never break out of the cage. You never get out of that pot. You never change. And when you never change, you never get out of the pot. Give me a second. You never change. You never get out of the pot. You never learn what you need to do. You never get that skill set added. You become a victim permanently inside of a prison of your own making, because you have denied yourself the right to think bigger than where you are. And the devil reinforces that subconscious denial by keeping a woman in your life that's constantly telling you you're not good enough, a child in your life criticizing everything you try to do, a friend in your life who says every time you try something it doesn't work or you're doing too much, a relative in your life who always has a jealous, underhanded comment that can go for a friend as well. And what you don't realize are these people are being used as like the puppets on demonic strings, the demonic marionette. And their objective is to keep reinforcing you believing your limitations. See, God says all promotion comes from above. Promotion is growth. So when you seek growth and a new level, that means you're breaking the chain from the level you were in before. Well, who do you think put that chain on you? So So since the devil can't just come in this realm and stop you, he has to work through people to stop you. And that is where a lot of us as men find ourselves suffering from betrayal in relationships. We can't tend to break this financial curse of struggling. We can't get the business off the ground. We can't. It just seems like you're fighting and fighting and fighting and just can't get ahead. It's because you have a gatekeeper somewhere around you and they're booby trapping your moves, or they're keeping you there with conversations, or they're keeping you there because they have woven their time to spend with you into your negative behavioral patterns, and you don't realize you're taking them in while you're trying to go up. And God don't bring the devil up. He brings his kids up. And so if you're coming in this game of life, business, family, relational, physical, financial, economically, if you're trying to level up as a man in this realm, you will have to ask yourself, who do I have in the boat? Who am I trying to bring? And ask yourself, do those people align with where you're going? And when you're honest with yourself, and when you use what God says as a basis to measure the people in your life, you're going to realize that a lot of people you got around you, they're Jonahs. See, the story of Jonah is very important. I want you to walk with me, kings. Listen to me. It's a prime example. When Jonah was on the boat, he was supposed to be someplace else. The men on the boat had nothing to do with Jonah not doing his job. They didn't even know what he was supposed to do. In fact, if you read the story, here's an indicator that every opportunity is not for you. Some opportunities are a trap. And here's why. Because when Jonah got to the dock, there was only one seat left. You think God made that one seat available for Jonah to not do what he was supposed to do? Or maybe there was something else more sinister behind the scenes, watching Jonah silently tiptoeing down the road of his rebellion and giving him opportunities to keep disobeying in hopes that God would judge and kill him. See, sometimes as a man, you got to understand that if you got gatekeepers in your life, they're going to present you with opportunities that seem like you're getting ahead, but in the end, it's just making you a target for judgment. It's making you a target for judgment. God didn't make that seat available for that boat. Something else did. And you have gatekeepers in your life that are making opportunities available to you. Something in you just doesn't click. You don't know why you don't want to do it, but you know if you do it, something's off. That's a gatekeeper trying to lock you up. That is a person who is not for you trying to act like they're for you because the objective is to get you. And you need to know the difference. Demonic gatekeepers are nothing more than physical representations of physical workers or temp agents who have been subconsciously employed by demonic entities who have actual plans and charts and graphs on how to get you downstairs. They have they have objectives and goals and metrics. Demons have metrics and goals and objectives to try to get you downstairs and to keep you bound and locked up in an area where you never experienced what you're supposed to be. There's a plan being worked out against you. That divorce wasn't an accident. That alimony judge thing wasn't an accident. That child support payment wasn't. Nothing is just an accident. It is a structured, organized, thought out, methodical plan to destroy you, and gatekeepers are used as a first line of defense. The only thing that predates the gatekeepers is the trauma. The molestation you might have experienced, my brother, God forbid, when you were a young man. The physical abuse your father gave you, your mother gave, your siblings gave you, the bullying you got, all of that was put together to keep you in a cage of disbelief, doubt, lack, mediocrity, average, and ultimately dying full. The gatekeeper on the other side knows this. The gatekeeper on the other side knows if he or she starts to believe in themselves, once they start running, we can't stop them. So we got to keep them behind this gate of disbelief, this gate of doubt, this gate of bad friends, this gate of bad people. And we got to put guards at these gates to keep them in. It's a prime example. Men go to jail, they go to the penitentiary. Some of you brothers may have had that discomfort, right? If you're in the cell and you're sleeping, the guards don't really bother you. If you're hanging out the cell with your arms out looking around the compound, the guards don't bother you. The only time the guards bother you is when you're making a lot of unnecessary noise, or if they see you with some tools tinkering with that lock. If you reach your hands outside of that jail cell in the county or the penitentiary with some tools in the open and you playing around with that lock, they are going to rush to that cell because you are trying to escape. And when you say with your mouth, I don't want to live like this. I don't want this curse. I don't want this financial struggle. I don't want to live a life where I can't trust another woman and can't build a family. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be on someone's clock. When you start saying these things in the other realm, the demon tells the gatekeeper, you need to get him to stop talking like that because he is messing with the lock. This is why it seems like all hell breaks loose when you try to get out of the life that you're in. This is why the devil tries to get you in marriages and relationships with women that don't fit where you're going. He wants to lock you up in something early because he knows if you get out of that mindset, this woman she was never it. That job was never it. That position was never it. Demonic gatekeeping has 98% of men struggling, living in this proverbial circle of failure. You're like, how do I get out? You have to remove the gatekeepers. Find the people that are reinforcing the beliefs that keep you thinking you can't be better than where you are. Remove them, then replace the thinking with the positive thinking. And all of a sudden, when you start messing with the lock of your life, there will be no guards to try to stop you. You can break the lock and get out. I did it. It's proof it works. It works. And sometimes you need a coach or a counselor or another brother to walk alongside you to help you with it. You got people like me out here. So guys, listen, demonic gatekeepers are real. Your destiny is on the other side of the one thing you keep saying that they keep telling you you can't do. Your destiny is on the other side of that fear that those demonic gatekeepers keep reinforcing, that keeps you apprehensive to try to unlock that darn door. Your destiny is waiting on you. Your future is waiting on you. Your purpose is waiting on you. But if you don't learn how to identify the demonic gatekeepers in your life and reprogram the stuff they told you about you, brother, I hate to say it, you'll be a king that dies in a cage. The worst failure possible. To be a great man who never reaches his throne. I love you guys. Thanks for coming to my YouTube channel. I know this was a long video. Please share this video. Please share this video. If you're a brother watching this video and you would like me to coach you, to work one-on-one with you as a life coach, let me know. Go to my site, DM me. We can talk about it and see if you're a good fit for my program or if you're a good fit for a one-on-one coaching session with me. If you haven't done that, go over to my YouTube description, click that tab, go download the 7 Unbreakable Laws of a Masculine Man, or pay the $40 and download the 7-video micro course of that course. And let me see how these words and this training is changing your life. Support your brother. Not just in love, just not in likes. But go ahead and buy it, share it, and talk about the content I'm sharing. Stay loving, stay kind. But above everything else, my brothers, please, you already know, stay masculine.